Hello, Aquarius. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Tarot by Kathy McLeland. Website at the top, kathymcleland.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. Supportive Oracle cards. Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. They are illustrated by Jesse Reish. Website at the bottom of the beginning of the bottom line. There you go. Website hayhouse.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. Beginning of the last line. I think that's how I usually say it. Or have been. Okay. What do we have for Aquarius? That card is coming. Judgment in your favor is coming up, so that's a good thing. One more. Okay. All right, so there's a good situation that I feel like you're not really sold on. You're blocking something. I feel like you're blocking something, which is your business, right? But I feel like they're trying to give you an idea of what you're blocking. I feel like that's what this reading's about. Something you're blocking, they're just trying to give you some more information about that. If you decide you still want to block it, that's your business. But if you're watching this and you're drawn to this reading, I feel like they're trying to give you some insight about something you're blocking, just so you have more of a view of the picture. And if you still want to block it, cool. If you don't, good. This is what's going to happen. Because I do feel like it's something you've been blocking. Somebody wants to offer you something. It doesn't have to be love. Could be. This doesn't have to be romance. It could be a work offer. It could be a friendship offer. It could be involved in some type of, I keep wanting to say committee, so I'll say it. Whatever it is, somebody wants to offer you a position or a situation. There's an offer here. I do see you blocking it so far. Whoever's offering it to you, though, likes you a lot and just feels very compatible to you. This is somebody who really has positive energy towards you. There's a lot of other people involved with this, though, so this might be a piece of it, too, that the fact that it's not just being connected with one person. There's a whole bunch of people, because I'm seeing it with this card, the Ten of Cups. There's a lot of people involved. The thing is, one of the reasons you might be avoiding it is because it seems like it's a long-term connection. In the sense of, technically I could try it, but if I don't like it and I back away, that is going to cause some type of damage. And I feel like I know that. I don't know why I'm getting this analogy, but I'll go with it. It's kind of like, maybe not wanting to go on a date with somebody, because if you start dating them, they're thinking this is their chance. And if you're like, well, all right, we went on a couple dates, I don't want to do this anymore, they're going to be upset. And that's going to cause some type of problem. It's kind of like it's kind of like having a hard time dating somebody at work. Kind of like they want to date you, and you're like, I'm not really sure that's going to work out if we go on a few dates, and then I say I don't want to do this. I feel like that's going to cause a problem between me and this person when I work with them. So it's might be something like that. I don't know. I'm getting that analogy, so I'm running with it. So it's kind of like, I'm not really sure I want to do this, because if I don't really want to keep it, it's going to be a problem. Let me get more about the center here. Five of Wands, conflict, and the Justice card, half in, half out. Another thing about this situation that's being offered to me is that I need to kind of negotiate the terms a little bit more. They're offering me one thing, there's something else I want. Is Aquarius afraid of conflict? I don't think so. I don't think of Aquarius as liking brutal conflict. But I do feel like a bickering or debating is probably the best word. debating something out, like arguing in like not in a vicious way, but arguing in like trying to move something forward or trying to make something better. That is what you're looking for. I feel like what you want. I just don't feel Aquarius is afraid to argue. In fact, I've been told that sometimes Aquarius argues for sport, but not viciously. Not in a sense of like hurting somebody or going to violence, not in that sense, but like, to sort things out, to get information you wouldn't have had otherwise. But another reason I feel like you might be holding back from this is because I'm not sure this person has the potential to really do that. They might be a little too stubborn, and they might be, if I push them, they're just going to hold their ground and be like, it's my way or forget it. So why even bother getting into that situation, because it's going to give me the same outcome if I try to negotiate something. If they're just going to hold their ground and hold their breath, and then we end up with a bad outcome anyway, maybe I shouldn't even bother trying to negotiate it if it's just going to end up with a bad outcome. Because some people are like that. You try to get them to negotiate, you try to get them to change their mind or work with you and kind of barter with you a little bit. They just stomp their feet, hold their breath, and no. And you're not interested. So you're like, I'm not really sure if this is going to be worth it. I don't really know if they're capable of negotiating. Because it seems like Aquarius comes across that. It's not that people don't have the ability to do so, but they might just get very stubborn and they just no, and they just won't. They just no, my way or no way, my way or no way. And if that's how this one is, then you're not interested. And you're like, I've seen them do that with other people before, so I don't want them doing that with me. What's the point? Thing is, they do like you. They do like you. And Aquarius is very gifted with communication. If there's a way for them to negotiate, you just got to find out on what terms to work with them to get them to negotiate, because it's about the outcome. I do see that at some point in the near future, the moment is coming where it's like, it's either we're going to do this or we're not. So it's kind of like, whatever this option is, I feel like it's coming to this point where it's like, either take it or you don't. I almost feel like that's another reason that something you're blocking, but it's like, this isn't going to wait around forever. And it might be just before it moves on, it's kind of like, make sure you want it to move on without you. Because judgment is in your favor here if you just kind of come forward and work this out. Because you can definitely, you just got to figure out, this person, whoever this is, likes you. Doesn't have to be romance, but they like you. And you can negotiate here, and you can get them to work with you on that. Because they want you to take this offer. Because they want you to take the offer, they are open to negotiations, and you can figure out how far to go with that. So they're saying, this can definitely go in your favor. I see judgment in your favor, like you can get what you want here. Or you'll know it. You'll know how far to go. You'll know what to do with that. I feel like Aquarius is a good negotiator, like really good. I feel like in the zodiac, I feel like you're one of the best. You and Libra can be very good, but I feel like you're a little bit more effective because you will go a little farther than maybe you should and probably get a little bit more than people would expect. Libra would pull back before they thought they would think it would get a little bit too much. You would kind of like push the envelope. Well, I got this far, let's go a little farther just to see what'll happen. I feel like you'll get more than you expect here. I don't know how that sounds, but there you go. They're going to realize if you lift this block, they really do want you to take it. The advice is to like push it a little extra, go ahead, but give them space to think about it. Because they feel like whoever this is, they're realizing they're getting a chance. Whatever you want, whatever you're trying to negotiate from this, they really want you to take it. That's this. They don't really want to give in to your terms, but they're going to look at it and really think about it, and I feel like they will give in. You're going to know how far to push. You're going to know. You're going to get more than you thought. Do they want to give in to your terms? Not really, not in the beginning. But they will, and I feel like they'll make peace with it, so they'll be fine. So you will get more than you expect from this situation. This is like a a vote of confidence from the universe is what I'm getting from this. Like, you have a very positive energy saying, Aquarius, give this a shot. Your life can be more enjoyable. You can get more out of life than you expect from this. This can be very positive for you. It's a general read. Like, if you don't want to, then you don't want to. If you're not gonna, then you're not gonna. But they're hoping that if you got this far listening to this, that they're hoping you go for it. This is worth it. This can make your life better. That's a vote of confidence. These 4 cards are your ending cards. A more positive social connection. I feel like there's a lot of good connections here socially that can really be beneficial and positive for you. Are you going to like everybody? No, but do you ever? I don't know. It feels like that came out rude, so I'm sorry, but to me it sounded a little... I want to say it again, though. Like, how often do you like everybody? When does that ever happen? So, this can be more worth it than you're giving it credit for, is what they're saying. Take it with a grain of salt. I feel like that's brutal, but, you know, don't shoot the messenger, please. When it kicks off, it'll kick off very fast. You're going to love this. You have the potential to really love this. I feel like this can be very well worth it for you. I personally feel like if you don't want it, then you don't want it. If you're still listening, there's a reason you're listening. I would just let it roll around your brain a little bit. Give it some thought. Give it some thought. Decide what you really want. If you're going to decide no, then that's your business. I feel like this, again, the energy pushing this forward is like they really want you to have this. They really want you to have something good. This can make your life better. This can make life much more enjoyable. If you don't want to, then you don't want to. I respect that. But the energy is pushed. There's an energy behind this really hoping you take it. Really hoping you try, because this can make your life a lot more enjoyable. And with that, I'm going to leave that there. Okay. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.